Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hold My Nugget Studios once again, live from Minneapolis, Minnesota, as the New York Giants are back in the playoffs for the first time in 6 years, and they go on the road to take on the Minnesota Tinky Winkies in your 2022 NFL Wildcard Weekend game. Highlight commentary. And here comes Kirk family member Cousins, 1-2 in the postseason, looking to overcome his stigma of being unable to play on prime time in front of the world, leading a Minnesota Viking team that lives on the edge, 11-0 in one-score games this season, the best record in NFL history, which is absolutely crazy because for all intents and purposes, through 3 quarters, the Vikings are absolute garbage, but in the 4th quarter, these motherfuckers become gods. Opening drive, here comes Kirk family member, handoff to Dalvin Cook. He uses one strand of his dreadlock power, takes it for a 9-yard gain. Following a first down carry, play action fake, Kirk family member looking towards the middle. He's got Justin Jefferson first down inside Giant territory. Kirk family member remixing the Black Eyed Peas because he got a feeling that Adam would pick up a first down. Cousins has started this drive on fire. This man is 6 for 6, but that's been the case all season. The Vikings are number 1 in the NFL on opening drives. Kirk would keep it himself, sneak it into the end zone, and the Minnesota Tinky Winkies are on the board, leading 7-0.
DJ, spin that shit! You could have seen this video early and ad-free. Make sure to join on patreon.com/Chiseled Adonis, and you won't have to worry about ads. What are you waiting for? Click the link in the description.
Ensuing drive, here comes Danny Dimes making his postseason debut after the best season of his career. Following a first completion, very next play action fake for DJ, looking towards his right, he's got Darius Slayton. They're already in Vikings territory. And it's already a proven fact this season when Daniel Jones' first read ain't open, that brother transmogrifies into an Audi R8, and he's gonna take off running, picks up a first down inside the 30. It's time for leg day. Don't grab your squat rack, call on the powers of Saquon Barkley, and the quad father carries it into the end zone for the score. Tie game 7 apiece in his very first playoff game. Question for the comment section: how many bulimic models do you think Saquon Barkley can squat in 1 rep? I'm gonna go with 7.
Squat!
Ensuing drive, time for a little bit of chicory. Justin Jefferson would throw it back to Kirk Cousins. Pause, no homo. Then Kirk Cousins would fail to pick up the first down, and they're gonna be forced to punt. Giants get the football back, and they've got a head of steam. Somehow Darius Slayton was so wide open, he stutter-stepped in astonishment that there wasn't a single Minnesota Viking there. For the second consecutive drive, he takes them inside Minnesota territory. 2 plays later, Saquon takes out his Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Spin them!
Mystical Space Typhoon, pussy, and he takes it inside the 15. Now in the period-colored zone, very next play, Danny Dimes throws a dime. Hodgins in the end zone, touchdown. The Giants have their first lead of the day on 14 unanswered points. Vikings defense looking like a gangbang girl, letting everybody in. Last play of the first quarter, handoff to Dalvin Cook. He uses 2 strands of his dreadlocks to pick up a first down. Into the second quarter, we go 3rd and 3, same drive. Kirk family member can't seem to find anybody open, throws it away. The Vikings punt again. Favorable field position for Danny Dimes. Takes the snap on 3rd and 2. Nobody's open. You already know he's turned up the turbo. Picks up a first down inside Vikings territory. How many times is the quad father gonna make plays in the first half? Saquon Barkley picks up another first down for New York. They're at the 35, and that set up a field goal for
Señor, ganó, lo ganó, ganó, lo ganó. Yo sí le voy a los 20. Taca, 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 taca.
Wait a minute, I closed out 2022 right, winning over $2,500 on Underdog Fantasy within 5 weeks. I'd love to see you win too.
What are you waiting for? Click the link in my description to download the Underdog Fantasy app right now. And to make matters even better, users will receive a deposit match up to $100 if you use my code. If you put 100 in, they'll give you 100. You put 50, they'll give you 50. You put 20, they'll give you 20. You put 10, they'll give you 10. If that don't sound like a deal, I don't know what is.
The Giants are up to 17 unanswered, now leading by double digits. Ensuing drive, finally the Vikings are able to move the football. They're inside Giant territory looking to respond. When in doubt, Kirk family member turns to the butt stuff, finds his tight end once more. Hawkinson has it inside the 25. The Tinky Winkies now in the Ulan colored zone, Rosetta Stone Mongolian motherfucker, as Kirk family member finds KJ Ozzy Osbourne in the end zone for the score. Minnesota cuts their deficit down to 3.
Yeah, get my car in.
So I take it. Ain't no need for
with the momentum swinging back to Minnesota. 3rd and 3 for Danny Dimes, looking towards his left. Saquon Barkley wide open again. They cannot guard this man. I knew Minnesota's defense was ass, but I never fathomed they would have been getting fucked like this. Already inside Minnesota territory, the Giants are carrying the football inside the 10. Each drive, they going down the field with minimal effort. Play action fake. Danny Dimes got his man wide open. Bellinger goes in untouched. I'm not even sure if the Giants offense has busted a sweat yet, and the lead is back up to 10. Following drive, 2nd and 3, play action fake executed to absolute perfection. The Vikings able to pick up the first down, take it to the 44. Few plays later, 3rd and 7. Johnny on the spot again. TJ Hawkinson takes it inside Giant territory, and it's time to remix the Black Eyed Peas again, cause I got a feeling that Adam is wide open at the 11-yard line. The Minnesota Tinky Winkies in the period colored zone. Kirk family member finds a cousin in the end zone. Touchdown. Vikings cut the deficit back down to 3 as Irv Gotti Smith is in the end zone for the score, and they're back in this game.
DJ, spin that shit. I know I'm a shit. My chain hang down to my head. Ooh, you know that him girl like that. I'm so
You need a shout out? Book me on cameo.com/ChiseledAdonis and get a shout out, birthday wishes, draft order for your fantasy football team. It don't matter. Book me. What are you waiting for?
Vikings defense ain't do shit all day but exhale and inhale, and finally they would sack Danny Dimes, take him down, and force a punt. Momentum swinging back in Minnesota's way. Kirk family member looking down the field. He's got Thielen for a first down. 3 plays later, he'd look for the dreadlocks. Dalvin Cook would pick up a first down, take it inside Giant territory. 3rd and 13, Cousins takes the snap. He finds KJ Ozzy Osbourne, but he's 2 yards short of the first down. But it's the playoffs. You can't afford to be passive. Why punt the football when you've got the divisional round of the playoffs on the line? 4th and 2, the Vikings go for it. Wide open is Hawkinson, picks up a first down at the 25. Now in field goal range, Greg Joseph would put it through the uprights and good. Game tied for the first time since 7-7 at 24 apiece. Both these teams have been the best fourth quarter warriors in the league. Who's gonna break first? Danny Dimes got Darius Slayton, takes it to the 39. Very next play, the Giants offense continuing to pick apart the Tinky Winkies. They're now inside Minnesota territory. 2 plays later, both quarterbacks really playing damn near flawless this game. Danny Dimes with a beautiful Eli Manning-like pass to Hodgins on the sideline. Shades of Manningham on a lesser degree, of course. But a first down for the Giants, and look at the educated toes.
That's my son. That's my son.
Looking like his predecessor, vintage Eli Manning.
I cannot believe it.
A couple plays later, Danny Dimes dumps it off to Saquon Barkley. Of course, he's going to move the chains again, but look at the block of useless Kenny Golladay. Got paid for no reason, but my God, did he put that man on his ass. Had that brother tasting turf on 2 different occasions. 3 plays later, 3rd and 5, the Giants would face the same dilemma Minnesota did, coming up 1 yard short. Settle for the field goal? Me thinks not. It's the playoffs, 4th quarter. You can't afford to give any momentum to your opposition. Danny Dimes picks up the first down himself and sets up a 1st and goal in the Tokoki no colored zone. Rosetta Stone Greek motherfucker. And on the very next play, handoff to the quad father, looking like Jerome Bettis, takes a D tackle on the ride into the end zone. Touchdown. Giants have the lead. Big boy. Fat boy. This bus is running express. Unlimited stops to the end zone, you
big piece of shit. Big fat piece of shit.
Hit the like button and make sure to subscribe. Also, follow me on all social media networks, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Chiseled Adonis. Make sure you get your fix of all Chiseled Adonis content.
Pressure put back on the Tinky Winkies. 3rd and 12. Kirk family members got nowhere to go. Dumps the football off, but it's incomplete. The Vikings punt in a crucial situation with 6 minutes left to go. All the momentum going New York's way. Danny Dimes dumps the football off to Saquon Barkley. Picks up another first down. 2 plays later, Giants still chewing up clock. 2nd and 9. Hodgins gets the football. He's going to come up 1 yard short. On 3rd and 1, the Vikings need a stop, and they're going to get it. Saquon Barkley fails to pick up the first down. But again, it's the fourth quarter. It's playoff football. The divisional round is on the line. And all season, Danny Dimes has been Danny fourth quarter. Picks up the first down again. And the Giants' drive continues. And Minnesota's going to have to play the timeout game. 3 plays later, void of all of their timeouts, Darius Slayton had a chance to put this game on ice, but his hands are just for decoration. Take this as a lesson. You gotta trust your hands, not your body, you stupid son of a bitch. You nearly cost the Giants the game. Put your motherfucking head back down, cause what happened to your hands? Minnesota is alive. They're gonna get a second chance.
Want to become an official member at Hold My Nuggets Incorporated? Head over to ChiseledAdonisShop.com and grab your merch. Stock is flying off the shelves. Get it before it's gone. Grab a hat. Let the people know your affiliation.
The stage is set for Minnesota, who had 8 come-from-behind victories in the fourth quarter, tied with the 2016 Detroit Lions for the most all-time. Can Kirk family member Cousins once again show the NFL just how icy he is? 2nd and 4 for the Tinky Winkies. Pass sales incomplete, but there's laundry on the field. Roughing the passer on the defense. Lawrence made contact with his face mask. Brother turned into John Bradshaw Latefield. Hit Kirk family member with a clothesline from hell.
Here we go. Clothesline from hell.
Some people were calling it a soft call, but you cannot make contact with the quarterback's face mask under any circumstance. It's a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. 1st and 10. Kirk family member looking over the middle. He's got Hawkinson. He takes them to the 47. Very next play, Kirk is going to look to go deep down the field, despite the fact they're on the better half of the 2-minute warning. Pass sales incomplete to Thielen. 3 plays later, 3rd and 8. They need a first down desperately. Kirk family member looking for KJ Ozzy Osbourne, but the pass is broken up. Or is it? Because just like Darius Slayton, KJ Osbourne tried to catch it with his body with the game on the line. You're playing indoors. There's no weather defects. There is no reason why you can't get both your hands up to catch this football. It hit his shoulder pads before it ever touched his hands. And don't tell me nothing about the defender hooking one of his arms and he couldn't get it upwards. This man was trying to go for it with his chest regardless. You're playing wide receiver. Use your goddamn hands. Stop at what happened to his hands. Season on the line. 4th and 8. Kirk family member throws it short to TJ Hawkinson. You need 8 yards. This motherfucker threw it 3. And the New York Giants walk into Minnesota and walk out with a victory. And they're on to the divisional round of the playoffs, winning their first playoff game in over a decade since they won Super Bowl 46 with vintage Eli Manning at the helm. For the life of me, I can't seem to understand why they would have a route that breaks off at 3 yards and that be the person Kirk Cousins throws the football to. You could at least throw it to Dalvin Cook, somebody who can make another man miss. Hawkinson ain't known for taking people's ankles. What the hell was Kirk family member thinking? As Danny Dimes would become the first player in NFL history to have 300 yards, 2 touchdowns through the air, and 70 yards on the ground in a postseason game. Oddly specific stat, but a stat nonetheless, as the New York Giants upset the Minnesota Vikings and become the first road team to get a W this postseason. And take a look at the Minnesota Vikings faces.
Don't it make you sad? Go on and just tell me you're ready. Go on and just tell me you're ready. You can go on and just tell me you're ready. Baby, go on and just tell me you're ready. Go on and just tell me you're ready. I'm already crying. Tell me you're ready. Gonna cry no more. Yeah, yeah.
Cry me a river, oh, 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 cry me a river, oh.
Brian Dable looked like a goddamn cue ball Pokemon trainer, but nonetheless, the New York Giants would tell the Minnesota Vikings to take out their Metro cards and get aboard the train. But their ride would be short-lived, because they've arrived at Elimination Station, and they go somewhere different. For their failures of overcoming the New York Giants, their failures of not being frauds this season, their failures of getting Kirk family member a W and not getting his chain snatched, consider your names written down to Death Note, because your dreams of winning your second playoff game in the last 3 years, your dreams of moving on to the divisional round of the playoffs, your dreams of getting back to the Super Bowl for the first time since the 70s, your dreams of finally, for the first time, hoisting up the Lombardi Trophy in your organization has been absolutely deleted.
There's only one thing left to do. Gotta write their names in the Death Note. Delete!
Delete, delete, delete.
Delete, delete, delete.
Delete.
Delete, delete, delete.
Delete.
Deletion.
You will rest in peace.
You mean to tell me you watched the entire video but you haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button and become a member on Patreon or on YouTube to get access to the Discord. We're waiting for you in the Shadow Realm.
Do it! Just do it! Make your dreams come true! Please! Please!
What are you waiting for, huh? Oh my god.